tag me, but I'm it, huh? How they gon' feel when I'm rich, huh? Pinky ring big as a bitch. Hold up, act like they forgot about me, huh? There's something really got about me, huh? I'm coming for everything, huh? I don't love it, then it's not around me, huh? Heard I wasn't really from the hood, huh? Heard that shit when I was in the hood, huh? Guess I made it further than it looked, huh? You want me where you at, you got a book, huh? Deli on straight with no ice, yeah, yeah. Type of night where I'ma die twice, nigga, yeah, yeah. I ain't even packed for my flight, huh? I'll be there and back the same night, huh? I'm OT, of course the shit rented, huh? Walking out this bitch without a blemish, huh? I ain't even start but y'all finish, huh? I'm standing on next and on business, bitch. Huh, you can't tag me, but I'm it, huh? How they gon' feel when I'm rich, huh? Pinky ring big as a bitch. Hold up, we the ones that got it out the mud, huh? They ain't really want it to be us, huh? Niggas rather see me giving up, huh? Good thing I don't really give a fuck, huh?
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to an all-new episode of the Devinwade Show. We are back. I'm going to get right to it. To the left of me. Hold on, I ain't even introduced my damn self. Y'all was going to let me do that?
Yup, because you was about to just skip to the better part. It's okay.
Nah, you already know who this is. Devin Nasty, a.k.a. Dangerous Devin Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And of course, to the left of me.
You already know it's the head nasty girl, Sin City. Let me get some of that.
And who you got with you? Who you got with you?
And you already know I'm accompanied by the baddest. We got Lisa in the house.
What's
Lovely
up?
Lisa.
Let's welcome Lisa. Let's welcome Lisa. Yeah. And of course, still a fake vegan, right? Still playing games with the team. We don't know what the fuck is going on in her life. She's doing a whole bunch of bullshit. Y'all will hear about it soon.
It's your favorite mulatto Monica and the first lady of the Talk Heavy podcast on the Devinwade Show.
There you go. And speaking of the legendary brothers, of course, they are sitting here next to each other on the couch. Introduce yourselves, fellas.
Hey, man, it's the Pregnant Woman Slayer / Maximus here. That's all they need to know. You know who it is. Let's go. Let's get this show started.
Yeah.
It's GB, a.k.a. Jesus' first cousin.
A.k.a. Baby hairs in the building. You know what I'm saying? He got the Jones.
I gotta look different every time I come.
They got his edges on fleek.
So these dudes right now they're in a war right now, a little battle. They're exposing each other's old pictures, but one of them does have an atomic bomb picture of them both butt naked in the tub facing each other. And if it goes too far,
still butt to butt.
No, it's meat to meat.
Back to back.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know that
Like
song?
a meat diss.
Y'all know that song? Meat to meat. Wall to wall. Coochie on my balls. Never mind, I quit.
That's Sim's new single. Go streaming on all platforms.
Gotta be, because I ain't never heard that shit before.
I'll play it for y'all later.
Look, we gonna get into this though. It's a few things that we gotta backtrack and tackle real quick. Last month, right? We did an episode where we talked about like boundaries with kids, and one of the things that, you know, when you should cut things off with kids and stuff like that. And people got really upset about our take on breastfeeding and things of that nature. They was very upset with myself. They was very upset with Sin City a lot. And they basically said that a man, even a father in the home, has no right to say anything about how long their child breastfeeds and things of that. And did you see any of this stuff that was going on? A lot of this stuff was going on. So, you know, I want to elaborate on the whole topic with the kids thing. I'm not even going to beat a dead horse with the people that said that fathers don't have a place in this. But what I do want to talk about when it comes to relating in kids and when to cut things off or set boundaries is, I want to talk about being friends with your kids. And how do y'all feel about being friends? A lot of people be with their son, or, you know, a lot of single moms, they'll be, oh, my son is my best friend, or whatever is my best friend. What you think about
fuck with it?
You don't fuck with it?
I don't fuck with it. No way.
Why is that?
Bitches who need kids. Bitches, that's motherfuckers who don't got friends.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Most motherfuckers who make their kids their friends is motherfuckers who really just don't got no friends.
I think it's a good manipulative tactic.
I
To be
mean,
friends with your
But
kid.
because you gotta understand, making your kid your friend, what's the
Comfortable.
benefits? What's the benefits of it? You know what I'm saying? Because
They'll be
basically,
more prone to come to you about shit versus
So
you're
that's-
not. I'm not your little friend. La la
but
la.
they're also more prone to get away with shit.
That is the big,
there
so
you
that's
go.
the big one. Hold on, but Monica did say, she said, "I'm not your little friend." Monica,
My
did you?
dad used to say it all the time.
Yo,
'Cause he
let me-
ain't your little
you know
fucking
why?
friend
And
to be
know why?
playing with.
And guess
Because
what?
She had a black daddy.
Yeah, I did. And guess what? I didn't tell him shit.
Yeah.
So that was his fault.
Guess what? The truth is, he don't want to hear that she was getting dick.
It's not about that. It's about the little things before to make me want to get hit.
No. Listen, he don't want to hear about the boy from the room that pulled the fast one on
listen,
you and made you
parents-
suck his meat.
You don't want to hear that?
No,
No.
hell no.
What do you mean? I'm not talking about want to, but need to hear that.
A
You don't think
listen,
you need
your
to hear
dad
that?
hearing about you.
So just let me live with that the rest of my life, feeling the way that I feel about it. That's why.
It's
You
hold
don't,
on.
but you don't have girlfriends. You don't have other people who you can
That's what
confide
you got
in.
friends for.
Yo, but
Yeah.
you don't have.
That's
That's what I have parents for.
So I think, all right, let me go. Parents have a job to do,
Yeah.
right? You have a responsibility. You supposed to be training this kid and preparing this kid to go out in the world and be able to fend for themselves. Being a person friend does not give you the fucking skills that it takes to go out in the world.
But the kids are the ones that have the most influence
I'm
in
gonna
their
say that, I'm
life.
gonna say this. You can have great communication with somebody that's not your friend. You should be able to have that level of communication with your
Absolutely.
kid and still not be their friend.
But I
Yep.
feel like when you're the parent, you're not just a parent. You wear multiple hats. You have to be the trainer. You have to be the teacher.
You're a coach.
You have to be a coach. Sometimes you may have to be the friend, and sometimes you need to let them know.
So I'll tell you why. Because so basically what happens is, in order for me to be the friend, at some point in time, I have to act 15. Right? I'm supposed to lead. I'm supposed to be leading by example. In order for me to be the friend of a 15-year-old, it would mean that I would have to at some point
How many other 15-year-old friends do you have?
So,
At
so,
15.
Not
so,
necessarily.
so I kind of agree with G. And the reason why, this is what I'm saying.
Of course you do.
No, this is just the truth. I believe that like a dude could be best friends with his son when he's little. I'm talking about like, this is just my buddy. I put him into the things that I like. I'm gonna put you in jujitsu.
Are you saying son specifically?
So I'm gonna speak on sons, right? Because of my situation. It's like, I'm gonna put you in the thing I'm into. I'm gonna try to get you to watch the stuff I watch. But when they start developing, there has to be a divide that's put there where he understands that I am the parent. I've had to tell my son multiple times, do you think that I care whether you like me or not?
It's the same with daughters.
Yeah.
When they're younger, they're your best friend. You doing dollhouse, you having tea parties and all that shit.
Yep.
But when they start to get older, girls get that smart.
that girl dad,
Mhm.
that girl dad thing kind
That
of
shit get tricky.
it get tricky because once them it's all got to do with emotions. Once they once they start being attracted to the opposite sex or the same sex. It's 2023.
Hold on, we got
Yeah, I'm
another
saying.
input over here. What do you think, Lisa?
I just think it's a balance. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter if your daughter is 2, 15, 10. I have a 2-year-old. So it's like she has a crazy attitude when she's 2. So I just feel like it's a balance. There's times where I am her friend. That's my best friend. And there's times where I have to whoop your ass. You know what I mean? So, like, I just think it's more of a balance. Like,
Don't say that on camera.
Diapers.
I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, listen, that's that real
I
blackness
just
coming
think
out.
that it's like, I'm Caribbean, so we got licks. Like, if you wasn't doing what you're supposed to do, but my dad was also my best friend too. So I feel like it's really just that balance. Like, you have to like know your kid, and if you're raising them right, then they'll know if I do this wrong, mom and dad might whoop my ass or whatever it might be.
So this
Or
is the
whatever
thing.
the
I think that you could raise a kid right and they still not turn out right.
Yeah.
This is just what I believe. And I
Yeah.
also, like I said, I'll tell him, I don't care whether you like me now. It's about the future. When you look back and you say, yo, everything he told me was on point. Now I get it. Now I understand all the lessons, and you hoping that it's not before it's too late, like they do something,
Right.
that
Isn't-
lands them in a whole bunch of trouble. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
there
GB got to
birth
take his birth
control?
control. Yo, GB
I
just
got-
signed up for the male birth control.
I feel
He
like-
taking the pill. That's what got his hair curlier and shit.
I feel like every time somebody's phone comes on, they got to take a shot.
I
Damn.
was already doing that.
But that's
Nah,
not, that's
that
the
ain't a
mixed
shot.
drink.
I think
Hold on.
that's
No,
right.
no.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta
Go ahead.
record talk heavy
Nah,
after this.
Get the shot right.
Nah, I like this. I like what you just came
Because
up with.
that's a punishment. You know, Dev isn't always your friend. Sometimes he's got to be.
You gotta teach you a fucking lesson.
I'm fucking older than that. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, you acted 15.
No, but like
What?
He don't do Henny.
Drink it all.
shit.
Pour him out.
What? That just feel gay. You gotta put that in the
Yeah,
cup.
long
You gotta
pearl.
pipe.
Yo.
You can't just do that.
Mouth.
It's like
Put it
a
in his
long.
cup.
Yo, that's crazy. That was kind of sus that it was even to your face.
He was
like
ready
that.
to open his mouth.
I didn't
You
realize.
can't get niggas
I
to do
caught it late.
nothing.
That's a shot right there. What are you doing?
Yo, she's trying.
He's
Listen,
a
y'all. For the,
can't
for
get
the,
niggas
for
to
the
do
listeners, for the
nothing.
people that's not seeing this, the audio listeners, she's trying to kill GB by alcohol poison. But there is other portions that come into it when we're talking about
Drink that.
being.
Let me tell you before I drink this. Let me tell you. When you younger, right? When you're younger, you probably have 80 to 90% influence over your children, right? The older they get, the percentage of your influence decreases, right? By the time they 16, 17, you might be 20% of the influence, right?
Why?
So
That's true.
Because you got social media, they got school, they spend the least amount of time with you on an everyday basis. They got school, they got friends, and then they got you. That's when you're not working and when you're home.
I think you can minus social media even from it, like, because before, when we grew up without social media,
was
it's
the
the
same.
fact that
We was
I'm at
outside.
school- I'm in school.
friends.
Listen, I'm in school, and then after school, I'm out until the time I gotta come into the crib. How much real interaction am I having? I'm going to bed. I wake up the next day.
So
I
there's
do it
no
again.
way to be liked by your kid and still have them
Yes.
grow
No,
older to be
you-
respected.
No, you can definitely.
Shouldn't that be a
Yes,
goal
no,
of
but
parents?
I just think in the
Yes.
very, very beginning, you have to instill the right things. You can't spend time trying to be their friend in the beginning while you still have that 90% influence. They have to look to you as an example of what they supposed to
100.
be. So even if, let's say you're not a friend of them, even if your child looking at you and you just out here being goofy, you know what I'm saying, or being a weirdo or whatever, that's what they gonna pick up on. By the time they 16, they're not even gonna respect you. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Back when we was growing up, you used to be scared of your parents.
But
damn
I
near.
think that's why
Yeah.
it comes down to having a balance. Like, you need to know the difference of when you need to stoop to that level to come to an understanding with your kid, and you need to also let them know I'm also not your best friend. I can be a friend. I'm still your parent, though.
It's hard when you. It's hard. What makes it difficult is when you blur the lines.
Yeah.
Once you blur the lines,
bad, yep.
then what happens is now you're trying to be stern, and it's like
He can't take you seriously because it's like, dog,
Yeah.
you've already kind of made yourself in a sense of equal to me.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
should
There's
never
been
be
too many.
equal to
Yeah,
your child.
exactly.
You should never be
And I think
equal.
stuff like that.
But that kind of creates a problem to not be themselves around you and then act out
So
when they're not.
So I'm gonna
around
tell you the truth. I don't think many kids are their full self around their parents.
never.
I
Never.
definitely wasn't
Never.
my full self. It is very rare for a kid. I actually had to have a talk with my son where I had to explain to him that he needs to be better at that. No, seriously. I was like, dog, we not supposed to find out. I
don't need to know everything.
bro. We not supposed to find that out. You got to get better at that.
I have adult children, and when they around me, they don't necessarily. I'm not gonna say they don't act like adults, but they become kids again to an extent. How many football players do we have? We have tons of football players. Grown ass men. Every time they come around, they become.
You can see
them become
the
they become a little kid again.
because that's the safe zone. That's like I can be myself.
But
Yeah.
are parents even themselves around kids? Everybody
No.
has to assume a role.
Mine is.
Because
You
guys
are the fakest.
No, my mom is. My mom is
no.
herself unapologetic. I'm a rare case, though.
You might be a rare case.
I think I am a rare
Your
case.
mom's wild.
Because growing up, I was not like, I would keep stuff from my mom. I didn't want to tell me and my mom didn't have the best relationship growing up. Now I feel like I can be my true self in front of my mom, and my mom has always been her true self in front of everybody.
You think you're gonna be like your mom to Anna?
I feel like there's some things I learned from my mom that like I definitely don't think I'm gonna pass down to my kids.
Liking white dick.
Anyway.
That's crazy.
I'll drink
I don't just like white dick.
That's crazy.
I don't discriminate. It just, it fell into my lap one day. What can I say?
Crazy. Wow. Now her mom is crazy as hell, yo.
Yeah,
She be
so-
crazy. Some of the posts.
And
be
by the
crazy.
way, you ain't slick. Take that shot.
It's like a, I can't even, it's like a quadruple shot.
He's lying his ass off.
but GB did mention something. He talked about his kids being older and everything like that. And that's another thing that made me think about it is like, do parents, at what point do they even stop raising kids?
Never.
Because
Never.
that's it feels like that to
Never.
me because my moms, both of them, they still are on my back about certain stuff. It starts switching to
Yeah.
other things like did you make a doctor's appointment? Did
Whatever
you do
it
this?
is,
Do this?
whatever.
It's like it's other things that
Or
they stay
advice.
on.
Like sometimes when you're going through shit, you'll call and be like, yo, well, what you think about this? Sometimes you still need that parently advice. You never on a level playing field. You'll never be on a level playing field with your
Wait,
mom.
but do you
Your mom will always still be here as a figure that you look up to.
Do you see it now as in like as you get older, the roles are reversed? So like growing up, obviously your parents parent you, but now that you're older, do you catch yourself trying to parent your parents?
Absolutely.
To a certain degree.
That is
to a certain degree.
Absolutely.
But also usually that's in those rare cases of those dynamic, strange parents.
Like me telling my
the
mom
one-
to delete shit on Instagram.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah.
It's
So-
way more popular now. It's way more of a current situation that now that y'all are immature.
So
You guys became immature.
They were no.
So you think it's like a generational thing, depending on
parents were always immature. They just hit it different.
Or we never realized how stupid and immature you
No,
were
no, no.
until we got there.
No.
And now we're like, what did you do today?
So that's the part of it is imagine if I could look back and see my mom, uncle's Instagram. They had
I
an
didn't wanna see my
Instagram.
uncle's Instagram.
Imagine what,
Instagram in the 70s. You know how
Could you
much
imagine?
weed they would have been smoking? They look like
Can you
Snoop Dogg.
imagine my uncle Instagram?
Stop this.
yeah, that joint would have been a gay
Slice
porno.
all on that joint. Slice would be all in the story.
Yo, he's really trying to make it like you got molested. This is the thing GB don't realize.
He's
through
trying
the
to pin
show,
your uncle's dick on
trying
you.
to make his own uncle's molesters.
Let me tell you something.
I just started to think that's why he used to spend the night.
No, this thing is crazy.
Yo,
Let me tell you something.
did you
gotta
even
wa-
like GB or did you like
You gotta watch what you say on these podcasts because people at home believe everything, right? One of my
That's
closest homies, right?
Uh-huh.
He
Oh,
was talking
shit.
about a street fight. GB used to always say I ran from every fight home from school and shit.
Well, actually, you said that.
No, I never said I ran home from school. But my homie pulled me to the side like, yeah, it came down, but I know you would have ran. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I just know you ran from every fight. I'm like, pussy, I ain't run from every fight. But when you say the same shit over and over again, people at home believe this jackass. Don't listen to him at home,
They
man.
do.
He
They,
lived
be-
there.
they do believe everything.
He lived there. They do.
So he ain't run.
No, he ran. No, he ran.
All right.
He
I
ran
lost
from
some fights.
He ran once that I know of. Well, actually, the nigga ran on him, and then he had to run.
Thank you. I got jumped. The nigga ran on me. I ducked 70 punches, and then I got out of there. It was like 30 niggas on me.
It was a strawberry
No,
mansion.
yeah.
Y'all
He
North
had
Street
30
niggas.
niggas.
It was a strawberry mansion too.
Yeah, it was. Y'all North Street niggas. I'm still
No,
on y'all head.
then that made sense. But you know, the other things too that I think that parents could do when they get older is be more like transparent with you as far as like, especially if your parents broke up or something like that. That's when they could talk to you about shit and be like,
But-
listen, I could tell you some real shit about your mom or some real shit that I did.
But you gotta
back
realize
then.
from it's like different generational because our parents were snorting coke. So you gotta understand, like, they had to keep certain shit from us. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't really be transparent. It's like, yeah, what you do while I was at school.
Yeah, so
But they
when
can
we
tell
were at
you
school-
now.
I
No.
sucked dick for money so I
No,
could buy coke.
no. Let me tell you
Yo.
something.
No, there's some things
Can't be
that
honest.
don't gotta come around.
I don't know what podcast I said this on, but this is a dead serious. Like, this is one of the most traumatic things of my life.
You question my
I'm trying not to laugh.
No, but my mom.
Oh no, don't tell a story, bro.
No. So my mom, when she had to like break it to me that she was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like she was having
You couldn't tell? This nigga was
Nah.
lost, man.
Nah.
When you're a kid, you're ignorant to certain things.
Not us.
Cause you when you see certain stuff, like you see certain stuff, you see it in the movies. In my house, drugs were sold. You know what I'm saying? So I saw bagging up, I saw all of that. But the using part, it was like she was in the bathroom a lot. It was like a lot of that. Like, damn, she in the bathroom dumb long, but not thinking about that. But when she talked to me about it, her exact words, right? With me and my brother Kev, she said, I was sucking the glass. I've been sucking the glass dick.
You know what?
That was the exact words though.
That's
not
But
right.
imagine you
Wait,
saying,
what?
listen.
That means smoking
That
crack.
means smoking crack.
But
She was sucking the glass's
But imagine
dick.
you're talking to
Your mom.
a
kid.
10-year-old, and you say, "I've been sucking the glass dick."
That's hard.
That's what I mean. Now if you like, now that you're older and she said that, you wouldn't look at her like.
No, I look at it like you were on crack cocaine. Like, are you understand it? Are you not getting the
I get
gist
it,
of this
but
class?
go ahead.
I'm asking about, so we come from them houses where a lot of people lived in them at one point in time. And
Like
you
20.
knew the smell of it. Like you
Yeah.
kind of,
Like
at
the
a young
burnt,
age,
it's like that burnt rubber smell.
you can smell, well, we
Oh,
knew the
God.
smell of crack. So it's like somebody go in the bathroom and you start to smell it. You, at a younger age, I think we realized, because so many people was doing crack at the time, we realized the smell. So it was like,
Yeah, I still remember seeing it getting cooked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why the Pyrex, coffee pot and all of that is so
Yeah.
famous, because that's what they used to use. But I remember to this day still seeing it being cooked up on the stove.
That's
See,
not good.
This is a little bit more lighthearted, but I remember.
She said this is not crack.
It's not crack.
That's straight wrong.
It's not crack. I remember when I found out my mom smoked weed. I was bawling my eyes out.
you was crying.
Yo,
Yeah, no, I was
my son smoked weed.
No.
because that was y'all cocaine when you're a kid and you don't know what weed is. You're like, oh, why are you smoking? I was crying about it. I was like, why are you doing this? And now I'm smoking the devil's lettuce too.
Hold on. How old
Yeah.
was you? How old was you?
Oh my! I was like 11.
So
Yeah.
this is the crazy part. Something like that similar happened to me. I could tell you exactly what it was. March 3rd, 1986.
What?
No, March 3rd, 1986 was my birthday. Sixth
At
birthday.
11 o'clock.
I know I got Starscream toy for my birthday, everything. And y'all know that I got two different mom figures, they sisters. And one of them is like a goody two shoes, and the other one is the wild one that y'all met. You know what I'm saying?
Last
Right?
I met both of them.
Oh yeah, you met both.
I met both of them.
So the bad influence one. I remember
stole your
her.
toy?
No. She talked my mom into smoking weed. Right, my other one into smoking weed, and I cried.
Yeah.
I cried at my party
Right.
because it was like, this one don't do all this stuff. Like this one fights with her titties out from the path. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she take her shirt
Shoot
off
totally
and
different.
shoots a
cry.
fair one.
Did you
Oh,
know
man,
that
yeah.
did you know that our parents used to have like roll their J's up in front of us?
Not on that.
Like
What's
it
the
had
Crown
them behind
Royal
it.
bag?
No, that's what I'm saying.
The Crown
Like-
Royal
But
bag.
that was your generation.
What I'm saying is they used to put all the weed on the table, take the top paper,
Roll up
and
the J.
roll up their J's
Right in front of us.
for the day.
But
And
he was,
take all of
but
the-
he was
and take
watching
all of
his
the J's.
good mom
Yeah,
do
so
it.
I'm used to that every day. They bagging up, they sell it, they
It's the good
smoking.
mom.
But with the one is untainted. So when I see her like, no,
good.
you're going to be like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw she had taped her bowl together. I was like, even though she wasn't a
You
crackhead.
said she taped the whole together?
No, so she had a bowl. You know the bowls that you smoke out of?
That's crack.
No.
You know,
I'm talking about the
She-
pipe.
she
It's called
put
a pipe.
weed
It's
in
called
it.
a pipe.
Yeah, but it's called a bowl. But
Here's a bowl.
Yeah, so she would like smoke out of the bowl,
We
and I
call it
saw
the
she had
pipe.
it taped up. I was like, "You might as well be a crackhead, Mom. You taped it together."
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
You know what is kind of bittersweet though? Back to the role reversal thing, like how they take care of us when we're younger, then as they get older, now they're in adult diapers and like they're old and you gotta like feed them and everything.
Yeah.
That
Nursing.
It's like a
definitely.
bittersweet.
We start off in the nursery, then we put them in the nursing home.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
some real shit.
No,
But- so
not always.
So what do y'all think about the parents that like party with their kids? Like
I don't fuck with it.
Like so one of the so
don't fuck
I
with it.
remember my ex-girl, right? Since kids, her mom was one of those moms that try to be the like cool mom that know everybody. So she's mixed and she got a white mom. She was raised by her white mom.
Oh, shout out to a fellow mulatto.
Her white mom, shout her out.
Shout out to you and your white mom
So,
and your black dad.
Her mom used to like have girls spend the night at the crib at their crib, but this was the sneaky mom, like take them to a party. So if you wanted to go to a party, like high school parties that you wasn't supposed to be at or
go to
whatever
this
like
mom's
that,
house.
you say, yo, can I spend the night at so and so's house? Then this mom is the one
That
that's
drops you
driving
off.
them. But she was doing worse than that. Like the kids that sneak out the window and run across the street. giving them a ride and shit like that.
That is
She
fun.
she was doing that for
She
them.
was the
like
party bus.
she was doing that for them 9th grade, 10th grade, all of that type
Well,
of
that's
shit.
like a sickness. I think that
Yeah.
person's sick.
I think she was just trying to feel young again, and she was just trying to put herself in a place where she didn't belong.
I think like that type of
To
shit
an
is like
extent,
super
I
out of pocket.
understand like the safety thing. Like if it was at her house, I get it because
Nah, it ain't
would
at
you
your house.
rather it be at your house than or
Hell
by
no.
a teenager house with just a bunch of teenagers drinking?
But it's not.
and
But that's the
dangerous?
thing. It's not
Neither.
her house. She's just
No, I know,
the
but
person
would you
taking
rather?
them.
Would you rather?
Would I rather my?
I don't want them at nobody's house.
Not
Like
definitely at my house.
I feel crazy if I find out a parent is sneaking my kids. My kid sneaks out of my house and gets in the car with you, and y'all speed off into the night
Yeah.
doing shit.
Kids
and then
fucking in the
drunk-
basement and
all
shit,
that,
and you
that's
just co-signing
crazy.
it? Nah,
Yeah.
that's
But would
crazy.
you rather them drunk in the basement of the adult's house or drunk in the basement of no adult there?
But they're not. That's the thing. They're not.
They
in a-
might as well not be there because they don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, they still drunk in the
Yeah.
basement. The location don't really matter.
Like that shit now.
That's
will
dumb
get
because
you
that's
locked
like
the fuck up.
That's like a kid swimming in a pool with no lifeguard. Would you rather them swim with no lifeguard or?
A lifeguard
No.
is there to protect. This
I don't know why
mom
I
is
was
not
looking at you.
protecting these
she's not
kids.
protecting. She want parts.
She want parts.
So this
Some
is
kid
the-
about to go home like, I just fucked Stacy's
said
mom.
no.
I don't believe in that parent that be like, yo, I'd rather you get drunk with me or smoke weed with me,
No.
rather than
I don't
be out
fuck
in the
with
street
I
doing.
don't
I'd
fuck
rather
with that either.
It's like, yo, you still high. You still getting high.
and a lot of those parents, I believe, turn into those parents that when you meet, you ever met a woman and her and her mom was like girlfriends, like they
Yes.
kick it together, bro. I think I was like, when I used to run the first studio, I'm like 23 or something like that. And my homie that used to make our beats, he was 19. So he was like, yo, I gotta stop at my girl crib or whatever. We stop over his girl crib. He talking to his girl. His girl mom is there, older chick. Now, I'm talking to the mom just like on some real like, yo, yes, ma'am, this,
Real
whatever,
respectful.
like respectful. But she's asking me questions. I'm not really thinking. It's like, oh, where you be hanging out at? Where you be hitting the clubs? You be doing this or whatever. We talking. When it was over, and my boy gets back in the car and we leaving, he like, yo, so you was talking to her mom, whatever. I'm like, yeah. Like, so what's up?
Mom was about
You
it.
going fuck? And it's like, bro, what? He was like, nigga, her mom be with it, bro. You ain't. I literally, and the crazy part is looking back, she was
You replayed all.
she was probably only like 38 years old, but in my head at that time,
38 seem
38
older.
is so
she's so
old.
old. But this was the crazy part. So in my head, I'm like, oh shit. My boys,
Turn around.
yeah, I'm putting turn. No, 'cause this is the thing. His mom was like, the mom was like a bad joint too, or whatever.
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
like, damn. So shout out Shotgun Shotty, man. You know, he found out about it too. And it was about who was gonna run into the mom first.
You lost.
He ran into her at Balloons, man. It's Balloons. If you from Jersey, Balloons,
don't
after
know
hour
where the fuck
spot.
Balloons
Yeah,
at.
it's after hour spot niggas go to and shit like that. Ran into the moms at Balloons and went right back to the crib and knocked her head off.
I hope he wore a balloon.
No way. No way. No
Damn.
way. Back then, we probably thought if you was 38, you couldn't get pregnant. Niggas was probably,
Might be true.
you know what I mean, just blasting.
My
But-
grandmother had her kid at 41.
I'm like Kourtney Kardashian's.
Who was
Yeah,
fucking-
no.
Pregnant currently.
Grandfather.
People definitely can. It's just that back then we thought that they were so much older than
Yeah,
us.
no, I get it.
But I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of scenarios like that with women so much friends with their daughters that they're in that situation. It was a girl at my school, bro, that had a kid when we were in like 6th grade or something like that. And I ran into, she was with her daughter at the club, catcalling niggas. I was one of the niggas that got catcalled. Yeah, and I did have I took
I
her
feel like
up
they
on
can
the offer.
only be friends if the parents stoop down. They can only be friends if the parent stoops down.
That's the whole.
Because once
especially-
you smoke weed with your kid or do something like that with your kid will never respect you.
Yeah,
the
you
same.
co-signing it.
When I
Y'all
say-
equals at that point.
Yeah, but when I say find a fair line or a boundary in between, I don't say go get drunk and smoke weed with your friend. I just mean give them a place where they feel comfortable enough to talk and tell you things, but then still be their parent.
I'm just saying the only thing that benefits is if you need somebody to take you get an abortion. That's the only time that is beneficial.
All right, well, let me know if that happens. Then.
Yeah, and guess who they're not going to? Their parents.
Hold on,
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
Because you guys are mean.
They're gonna go to Google,
I took my
and they're
kid.
gonna see stuff that they don't want to see on Google.
No, do you
I'd rather
think,
them come to me.
more boys actually have that relationship that she's talking about, where they're more transparent with their sons than women?
No,
with
it's
them?
more sons with moms.
I'm about to say, yeah, me and my
It's more
mom.
sons with
Me and
moms.
my mom had a real transparency. Like,
Yeah.
but some kind of way she must have, and believe me, she was a mom. It wasn't like no friendship at all. But something in her, I think she just had the tough conversations early. So we talked about sex early. We talked about using condoms. We talked about sneaking girls and certain like.
Oh, so you gave him the game plan.
No, she gave me the game plan.
They're-
but being as though she had those conversations, it wasn't like I'm your friend, but it's like you can be comfortable coming to me talking about anything because we didn't already talked about it. She initiated the conversation. And that's where being a parent without being...
that's the balance I'm talking about. I know that a lot of people in our environment is more of a thing. Like, you ever see like dads that see their son like get a girl real young, but they be extra proud of it. Like they not thinking about the fact like, yo, you really want your son already fucking at 11? That's what you really, is that what you want? Because I've seen dads that are like proud of it. Like,
Yeah.
my son out here getting these bitches or
Man, I was-
Okay, but when you're a granddad at 12, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you stupid idiot! You knocked the girl up. You only 12."
I've seen that too.
Like,
I was fucking at 11.
So, but you
Not
you
by
also
choice.
but right, you were getting molested, bro.
I mean,
That's what opened the door.
So you
at
said-
11, pussy still feel good.
All right, so so basically, you're saying that you're one of those dads that condones and would like for your children to have sex at 11 years old.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I think that it changed me as a person. Can't you tell?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying
Yeah,
though.
nigga
It's a
got
lot
problems.
of dads. I've seen dads
That's
that
why
want.
I don't even like when like they'll even be encouraging the kids at a young age. Like I was at the store one time and the grandmother was in front of me and the kid like turned around and saw me and like he was like dead staring at me and she was like, stop staring. And he turns around and she turns around. She's like, he just thinks that you're beautiful. But this kid was like almost pervy staring at me. And it was weird. 'cause-
Shout out that kid.
No.
Listen, you gotta
that kid was
understand.
like 9.
In my family,
I
we have
cannot.
trauma in my family. We got
Right.
a lot of gays. Right?
Wow.
We got a
That's
lot
not
of
the trauma.
We got a lot of gays.
I don't think that's the trauma. But
And my family, I can only speak for my family. Whenever a boy starts to like a girl, we are proud.
We're proud of it.
We are proud because it's like, okay, damn, all right, he made it. He
Because the
he
gay
not.
gene is very strong in his
Yeah,
family.
he's not a part of the
not the gay gene.
alphabet.
oh,
It is. It
It's
gotta
definitely
be.
the gay
No,
gene.
it's a
It
definitely
means
a gay gene.
someone, no
If
one touched him.
four brothers,
No.
listen,
If
there are
four-
4 brothers and they all gay and they don't all got the same mom and dad. They got all the same mom, but
all
they don't
different
got the
dads.
same dad.
Then you got
That's
one.
not a gay
then you got
gene.
one. No,
It's
then you got
gay
one
gene.
that passed away. His son grows up and he's still like that, and he don't even got the influence of his dad. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about
I
it.
am thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like
That's-
he's not even there to influence.
So
him. It's
now
just-
every single time
No, it is
a
like a
male in our
chromosome.
family likes a girl, it's like, yes.
said it's a chromosome.
it's a chromosome in your mom then that don't be connecting.
I think
guess.
I think dads should be proud of their sons to a certain degree. I just think it's an age thing.
It's
I don't know why there's even a
call it right. They
proudness
call it
of it.
rites of
That don't
passage.
make no
Rites of
sense.
passage. That's what it's called.
It's
Like
a
when you first start
chromosome.
getting pussy, is a proud moment.
You
Like,
know what's sick? A lot of dads
Hold on.
take
It's
their
a proud.
kids.
It's a proud moment for what? The dad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're proud if your kid has sex as a young.
I guess
No,
he's
no.
like-
I'm just saying, like, even let's
Because
say, for
they
instance,
birthed
he's
the
17,
heterosexual.
18.
That's
He's
what he's trying to
17,
say.
18. It's like, yeah, you just, at this point, 2023, you just happy you like girls.
And if he bring a real nice looking girl home at 17, 18,
Oh, you on some other shit.
No, you do be proud of him. Because it's like, my son, you ain't bringing, because when your son bring home an
not
ugly ass
you
girl,
guys.
when your son bring home an ugly ass girl, you'll be like, yo, what the fuck?
Or when they come in the house with a fucking BBW,
Yo,
But when they're so young and they bring the nice girl, don't you think, damn, you found the right one too soon. I don't want them to fuck it up.
This the crazy part. I told y'all. I told y'all this before. I met my grandfather at 21 years old. My grandfather, we end up looking like twins. When he saw me, he grabbed my face, went nose to nose with me. When he had a conversation with me, he said,
Are you gay?
"You a womanizer, ain't you?" She's stupid. He said, "You a womanizer, ain't you?"
Can you imagine
That's what he
your
said.
grandfather being
A womanizer. That's the
Genetics.
word that he used.
but you was.
I was. But the thing is, he was
He saw you,
but he
Dev.
was proud like he was proud
He
about that. He
saw
was like,
saw you for you.
you's a womanizer, ain't you?
He looked into the
not a
depths of
genetic.
your soul and he said, nigga, I
said,
see you.
yo, but that would be a genetic thing because
Or-
I look
but-
just like this
But
nigga. I
also,
never met him.
Is it a passed down thing? Because I know
What
that's
do you mean?
Because my dad.
How do you look like him and you never met
No,
him?
listen to what I just said. Yeah, listen to what I'm saying. We're
not listening.
yeah, Monica.
I am
B.
listening.
Monica B. I'm saying that I never met this
You
man.
think a womanizer was in a gene?
I look just like
Yes.
yes.
I'm leaving.
Yes. You never hear a woman.
It's genetic. It's
Listen,
not. Oh
listen.
my gosh, it's not
Yo,
a gene. It's
I
a
agree with you.
Let me
It's
ask
a
you a question.
generational
Monica. Let me
trait.
ask you a question. Let me
It's
ask
a
you a question.
generational trait that was passed
Let me ask you a
down.
question. You ever suck a dick?
No,
You have. You think your aunt sucked a dick?
no.
She
Monica,
said, you
Monica,
got it from
Monica,
her.
Monica.
Get that from her. I was not taught to.
When so many men, listen, with men being vacant in the household, the reason why your mom say shit like, you doing shit just like your motherfucking trifling ass daddy. He don't even know
That
that
part.
nigga.
Did he have a dad?
Huh?
Did he have a dad?
It don't-
Did your
That's
dad
what
have a
he said.
dad?
The dad is absent.
There's Oh my gosh, it's not a gene just because he's not.
But how
in the
can he
house.
learn those traits
Okay.
if he's never met his dad?
If you're saying his reaction is the same, if his reaction is the exact same to not having a dad as your reaction, that not having a dad, then that sounds like something genetic, right?
It's genetic.
That's what you just said.
No, what I'm saying
All
is
right,
that
put it like this.
it's not genetic.
Meaning you have
it's-
people that look just alike that do the exact same
Put it like
shit.
this,
and
put it
never
like
look
this.
look
alike
Hold on,
because
hold
you're
on.
related.
no shit. But what
All
I'm
right,
saying,
so just because you acted like it's not, I think it's circumstantial. I think if Slice grows up without a dad, it's gonna look a lot like the way that you grew up without a dad.
No.
Let's hear
No.
let's hear another female opinion.
I would say this, right? So I have a stepbrother and a stepsister, right? My dad has been in their life, like my stepsister was 3. She's 20, about to be 20. Well, she's about to be 22, October 11th, right? My stepbrother has never lived in a household with his dad. His dad was always like in and out of jail, a bunch of kids, like never in the home. And I'm not gonna lie, it really is like a gene thing because he acts just like
It
his
is.
dad.
It
Like
is.
it's crazy, womanizer.
And he don't even gotta know
And
him.
he don't even really be around him that much, but I'm not gonna lie, that is
It
real.
is.
And like my daughter, she rarely be around her dad. And I'm not gonna lie, I be like, yo, you acting just like that nigga. Like it's just
It's
too
genetic.
much.
It's
It really
genetic.
Yo,
is a gene thing. That's why they
it's-
always tell you how to watch who you have kids with because it's really like genetic.
you
For
never
real, for
heard
real.
of serial killers that never knew their dad or knew their parents was a serial killer, didn't know
that
him,
shit just went
and
through.
you find
Yeah,
out
real
their
rap.
dad was a serial killer too.
Or
Nigga
borderline, thinking
nigga
about it.
didn't even raise his kid, yo.
That was like the whole
1000.
Jeffrey Dahmer thing when his dad was like, "Oh, I had thoughts about it, but I never thought you would actually do it."
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, nah, real
Jeffrey
shit.
Dahmer's dad did that.
Yeah, that's real
Monica
shit.
just don't want to admit she like her dad.
It's generational
No,
spirits.
That is.
That's
the
why
thing.
people tell me all the time, like, Cynthia, you gonna end up just like your mama, and guess what? Only the best parts.
And you did. You got pregnant by a white man.
Yo, here we go with that. Genetics. Now the other thing she mentioned about people taking care of their parents later on, like, and I'm not talking about when they real old or nothing like that. I'm just talking about you stepping up and doing things for your parents because I know that a lot of people, before going there, a lot of kids in our time period ended up being like kids slaves almost. Like I'm talking about, no, that was you.
Nigga, I was
Yes.
Cinderella. This
Yo, stop. Say
Yes.
Literally say
We can all
What'd
come
you say,
over.
G?
We
What'd
can
you
all
say?
come. Listen, Slice
What'd
can
you-
have a whole bunch of people spend the night, right? We could fuck the house up, and we would just get to play while he had to clean the house up.
Facts.
my mama do the same
That's
thing.
different.
No,
Jimmy-
no.
Jimmy
We would be
said
able to go. We would be able to go.
yes.
We'd be able to go to this nigga crib and play with his toys, and he couldn't play with his toys.
He had to clean
I had
up.
to clean.
So no, that was just mean, but
No.
but
I
as
had
far
the
as you
same
cleaning
problem.
up, as
This
far as
shit
you like,
get the remote, go to the store, take these food stamps.
No,
So-
real
my
life
mom,
slave.
my
Real
mom would
life
say,
slave.
my mom would say, do your brother's hair before you go to school and make
That-
me a hot cup of tea.
so
Before
that-
you go walk to the bus
I'm
stop.
talking about
Taking
that.
care of kids.
I'm talking about in our generation, a lot of the parents, if they had to go to work or something like that, or
They would leave you.
or
Our parents was leaving us in
mom
the
was
crib.
a stay-at-home
or on
mom.
drugs, or on drugs.
There you go.
Or out drugging, partying.
You in
It
the
would
house
be
by yourself.
It would be like a lot of times it would be on the oldest girl in the house. I ain't gonna lie. The oldest girl in the house was cooking a lot of times with shit like that.
Well,
It-
since my sister is 5 years older than me, she was like 18 and older working. So I was in the house most of the time. So it was Cynthia, do Khan's hair. Make me a cup of tea before you leave. Oh, there's dishes in the sink. Oh, go to work.
Dishes in the sink.
So wait,
We know dishes in the sink causes controversy on this
but
YouTube.
if she that
become
old,
like-
if she that much older than you, she was sneaking niggas in the crib. You seen
I'm
it?
the oldest girl, and I felt like Cinderella in that bitch.
I'm trying
I
to
was
tell you.
cooking, cleaning, sweeping. I have a 16-year-old little sister. I'm 28. 28. I was taking care of the baby. It's like, damn, I can't go to slumber parties. It's like, no, you gotta watch the baby. Like, it was just,
You become the second parent.
you are. And like, even to this day, like, I have an older brother. He's 30, but I feel like I'm the older sister. Like, they have all the gatherings at my house. We have the parties at
That's
my
what Dev
house.
was saying. It's usually the girl.
It's always
The
the,
oldest girl.
first girl. We're like the
Yeah.
trial and error. Like, whatever happens with the rest, it's like you get it all. And then my little sister, it's like sunshines and rainbows. It's crazy.
And the youngest
how it
kid
go.
get treated like they don't get the ass whoopings. None
Yeah,
of that shit.
my little brother, he's the first son and he's the youngest. So he got the car bought for him. He could stay in the house for as long as he wants. Whereas though when it came to me, Cynthia, you got to buy your own car. You got to move out. You're working from the time you're 15. I literally got it out the mud. And
I used
I've
to
never
call
went
my
back.
youngest brother Jesus Peyton.
Why?
Because I felt like they treated him like Jesus.
Oh.
All right? Compared to what the rest of the kids have to
Yep.
go through. It's like the inside joke. Like, yo, that nigga Jesus Peyton.
Never got the beatings.
Never got his ass whipped.
Never got none of that shit.
Lucky man.
Shit.
My little sister already got a car waiting for her.
Yo, what the fuck is Monica off doing, yo?
Monica playing with herself.
Yo, don't do that to my girl.
Yo,
It's cutting off my circulation. I'm about to pass out.
what the fuck did Monica put on her?
Scissors.
She in cahoots with
why
key
did you-
bombs.
What
I thought
is
she was
it?
slitting the wrist or something.
Yo, I'm
It's
like,
just a bracelet, but I need Key to get me some scissors.
What you went to the
yo,
club?
Monica needs a
You
razor
told her it was
blade.
genetic. She
said,
was trying to fucking slice
Yo,
her wrist.
Monica is tripping right now. Yo, but this the thing. Y'all did bring up something that's interesting, and I know for a fact to be a big debate in a lot of fucking cribs, yo. Y'all talked about the nursing home shit, man. What do you do in a situation? And I mean, this is serious. When you with somebody and a parent like your mother-in-law or whatever, or your father-in-law, they getting to that age, and you might want them to move in the crib, but your wife is like, nah, I'm not with that. This is our
You
house.
with the
and
wrong
that-
woman.
He got to go to a nursing
Yeah,
home.
with the wrong-
because
you with the-
if you're
you with
married
the
to
wrong
the
woman.
right one, his family is your family,
Absolutely.
and you're gonna welcome them with open arms because that's just what family does.
Hold on. You think
I
it's
mean-
really that?
No,
It ain't that- it ain't-
it's not that simple. Like you said, a lot of people are with the wrong partner. You know what I mean?
Or it depends on the dynamic of your family. Like if you got a lot of small kids already, if you got
Yeah.
animals, if you got
It's
it depends.
circumstantial.
Certain things change the dynamic, because if I'm already in the crib and I already, let's say I got my wife and we got a lot of small kids, and then it's like, yo, I want to move my sick mom in. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, but I'm actually not even gonna be the one that's gonna be there. I'm gonna be off
I can
doing
see-
what I'm doing. It's like, you kind of gotta be sympathetic towards somebody. You putting the extra burden on them.
Nobody wants the sick mom or the sick dad.
Yeah, I can
Nobody.
see why. I can
Nobody.
see why people
Leave
say
aside.
no, but at the same time, if you have the extra room and you have the extra space, I say do it because that's your family.
What about
What about the
when it's-
responsibility that come with it though?
So this is
Nobody wants that responsibility.
So this
If
is
you
the
can
thing.
pay someone to take care of them, that's different, but not a lot of
They
people
can get
don't.
paid for doing it. Nowadays, you can get paid for taking care of your own
Yeah, but
family
who
member.
wants to?
No,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you,
no.
sir, yeah.
So this is the thing. Yes, you can basically be like a home health aid type of person and do that. But for some people, they just really might feel like, and this is I want y'all to talk about this in the chat and really just think about it honestly. And sometimes put yourself really think about your household as it is. Don't add extra rooms. Don't do none of that. Be like, if you're in that scenario right now and you know that there is a nice place, right, that they could go to, because they don't even
Comfortably.
have to necessarily be sick. They're just like, listen, they old to the point where they be
And
falling a
sometimes-
lot. It be stuff going
And
on like
sometimes
that.
you gotta take into consideration. Sometimes they would like to go there because sometimes they want their own space. Sometimes they don't want to feel like a fucking burden to you and be dependent upon you. Sometimes they want to go to that nice ass.
That's usually the
place.
only reason, though,
Yeah.
that they don't want to be a burden to their families. Because I think that if they had to choose, they would want to be around family 24/7.
I don't know. I come from a family where it's like, I don't think I've ever seen any of like my family in a nursing home. Like I just come from that family where it's like, God bless my nana for real, my mom's mom, because she took in a lot of her family and she put them on hospice in her own house, and I've never really had any of my family in the nursing home. So maybe that's why I just
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
you, hold
a
on. I
lot.
think here's the reality.
it is a lot. But
When you love somebody, let's say you even love your partner enough, you don't really want her mom or dad there, but you do it because you love them. And I think even with your own mom and dad, you love them. It's like, dang, I don't want my mom to be fucking on the back room and I got to take care of her.
Yeah.
But you just do it. But do you want them there? Or honestly,
No.
no, but then you have the
You would love
flashbacks
to-
of what did they do for me my entire
Right,
life?
yeah.
They
But you would
clothed me,
love
they
to put
fed
them
me,
in a-
they made sure a roof was over my head.
So this is the other part that we got to think about. Family dynamics aren't that cut and paste clear. Like, put it like this: things that I might be able to forgive my mom, and I'm not saying this is my exact scenario, but things that I might be able to forgive my parent for, maybe my wife can't. So in a situation where your dad might have abandoned you, or your mom was on drugs, or something happened, and you've told these things to your significant other, correct? You said, yeah, when I was little, this happened. They never did nothing when this happened to me, whatever the case may be. But now y'all shit is patched up.
Your partner's saying, get your lick back.
I don't think they think about it as a lick, but in their mind, it's like, yo, this person wasn't even the best person to you, and now they're going to be invading my space. Because one thing parents will do, it's very hard for a parent 70 years old to come into a house and be like not in charge.
Not the boss.
And be submissive to their child.
So now they telling your son he can do something that you said he can't do. Grandmom said I could. Grandpop said I could. Is a lot of elements like that is also added to the house.
It becomes a burden.
It becomes a burden, and now it's like, yo, you don't want to fight with somebody's mom.
Mother, yeah.
You don't want to fight with somebody's dad or whatever the case may be, and that's why a lot of times
That could be
people
the
say that.
determining factor. If you don't have that boundary of respect with, the parents saying one thing versus you overriding my decision. But I would honestly appreciate if my husband or my boyfriend's family didn't treat him that way and he still was able to take care of them, because that shows way more strength than just saying, no, fuck him, he abandoned me when I was younger. Like being able to say like, no, I'll still take him in because, it's my dad. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like it would make me
better.
love my partner even more, because I'd be like, the fact that you can get over that and be the bigger person just shows a
Until-
characteristic in our
Until his
relationship.
parents start getting on your fucking nerves.
Yeah,
So that's
They don't live with me and we have our moments now. What's the difference?
Now that's the thing too. Like maybe y'all's is at a certain level of coolness, but with some people, it's cool to go and visit somebody.
Yeah.
You only there for that dinner. You go home. When people's habits inside of your house will drive you fucking nuts. I'm
Let's just
talking
say, for
about
instance,
everything they do.
Let's just say, for instance, you keep your house a certain way. You keep your house neat.
Yeah, I get
His
it.
mom comes in and now she cooks and just.
But if
throws
they're
dishes
old
in
and
the
they're
sink.
morbid, how much moving are they doing to mess up your
I mean,
house?
let's just say. Let's just say something small. She cooks and she just throws the dishes in the sink.
Anytime anybody different
She
comes
cooks.
to your house,
I'll do the dishes.
anytime
Thanks for
anybody
cooking.
different comes into your house, it could be a kid, a nephew, a cousin, or uncle. Even if they in that bitch 3 months, they change the dynamics of your shit. Your woman can't walk around naked no more. It's all type of shit that change in the
But
household.
like I said, it
They
also
don't even have to be morbid, because I'm taking care of this older lady that broke her ankle and she's staying with her son for like a month and a half or whatever. And I can tell it's already like
It changes.
he's stressed out.
No,
I get it.
seriously.
And she's like a controlling person. So
Yeah.
she's completely with it, but like just handicapped.
Well, you got to know your partner's parents, and your partner got to
Yeah,
know
you're
your
supposed to choose-
parents. And
Because
It-
I'm gonna tell you something. Couples fight, right?
yeah.
When you and your dude is fighting, and his mom live there or his dad live there, and
Compounded.
now they looking like, yo, I know you didn't just talk to my son like that. It's one thing for your husband to be like, yo, who the fuck you talking to? It's one thing for me and my girl to be arguing like that and say that, but for my mom to be the one, or my dad to be like, yo, Connie, who the fuck is you talking to? Talking to my son? That shit ain't gonna go smooth.
That's what you gotta sneak in
It take 10 years to get over that.
you gotta sneak in that parent's room, your girl's old dad room, and cut off the oxygen tank.
Yo, listen.
Yo.
No. I'm gonna tell you how
Rat
crazy it is.
poison.
I'm gonna tell you how
Or
crazy
you could
this
pull a
is.
GB and just nut in his
You
food.
gotta do something.
My old girl, the same one that had the mom that was like, sneaking people and
Daddy.
shit like that.
Oh.
She shushed my step pop one time, bro. I will hear about that shit
For eternity.
still right now, nigga. It was something where he came in and she was like watching something on TV, but he came in talking loud and everything.
And she said,
she was annoyed, and she was like, shh.
Yeah, that'll fuck me up.
No, listen. This nigga, the nervousness.
I would have turned the TV off. Like, excuse you?
Yo, when
Yeah,
he
you shouldn't
still
have been
bring that up,
loud.
he still brings that up. Like, did she just shush me? And I understand it's just that dynamic. It's just things that will happen, and there's so many opportunities for that to happen when they are. It can happen as a guest in your house, but as a person that's living inside the crib, bruh.
It's basically like when you move in with like your significant other, like the things that bother you, but the fact that you're able to have sex with them makes it kind of like, so now you got someone you can't even have sex with. And it's just bothering
You can't hate fuck his
Yeah.
parents.
No, she got something there.
Actually,
Yeah.
Monica, you was brilliant for that. You was brilliant for that, man. Can we get the wheel out? Can we get the wheel? Can we get the wheel out? Oh my God, you was brilliant for that. But listen, for the people that do want to do something for their parent, you want to do something when your parents got older. I only got one piece of advice for you. A lot of people want to do something for their parents, right? But they always wait until the day where, like, when they feel like they're comfortable or they got on, because they got the things in their head, like, I want to buy my mom a house, or I want to buy my mom that car I always wanted. I'm going to tell you like this. The truth is, you might never, ever, ever get that bag. That idea thing you may never get. And also, you don't know how long your parents is going to be here. Do what you can do now.
And 9 times out of 10, your parents don't even need the car. They just want you to come over like for a Sunday dinner.
Yeah, I just think, and that's real. But I think a lot of people, especially like black people that grew up impoverished, they have those football. All them football players get to do that. You see, when they first get that check, what they do? They go and buy.
They mom my crib.
I just bought my mom a house. I just bought my mom that car, because those are the things that people aim to do. You know what I'm saying? So do whatever you can. It don't matter how small it is. Do something. And make sure you do it now. So we have the wheel out, and I know.
I'm so excited.
I know that, y'all.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, who does Monica think she is with the money in her hand this time?
Listen.
I ain't never seen the day.
Y'all ain't seen
I'm
the
an
wheel.
involved
Monica ain't shit.
Y'all ain't seen the wheel in a long time. You know what I'm saying? We got Key Bomb moms on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Key Bomb, you ready? Yeah, Key Bomb, what you doing?
This is Key Bomb Mamacitas now.
Yeah. Oh that's right. Hold on. Matter of fact. Hold on. We can't just go by that. Sin turned Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I did.
Let him hear something.
¿Dónde está mi maleta? Porque yo necesito visitar aeropuerto.
She sound like a real rap.
Hey yo, Sin Puerto Rican now. Yo,
That's my sentence of the day.
That was good.
Yo, no, that was good, man. Let's get a spin on the wheel.
a segment just speaking Spanish.
Let's get a spin on the wheel.
Spin that shit, Lisa.
Orlando.
Memory music. Does anybody have a song?
No.
linked
Spin
to-
that motherfucker again.
Spin
that motherfucker again. No,
That's what the
we
song,
don't.
because we didn't get to twerk.
Yeah, we don't.
I thought you was singing that joint. See your body go dump, dump, dump.
Oh, wait.
What is that?
It says most overrated singer of all time.
I'm gonna get killed. Mary J. Blige.
Oh.
I'm gonna get murdered.
That was loud.
I'm gonna get murdered.
Yeah, we heard that. You ain't low.
Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. Skill wise, yeah. For me.
Hey, fucking James Brown or some fucking body. That nigga can't even talk.
I don't even count him.
Spin the wheel.
Spin that shit. writes these things.
Twerk break!
Twerk
Keep up, Monica. Monica, get your ass up. Get up, Monica. You ain't got no camera on you. Let's go. Yo, look at Monica. Why did Monica drop it like a drug dealer? Like, what is she doing?
She
Listen,
big
man.
reach out this bitch.
Listen, man, we appreciate you watching every week. For myself, for Monica, the vegan
Oh my
The
God.
vegan vampire.
yeah. For GB, for Slice, for Keep Our Moms behind the camera. Keep Our Moms going to their buttholes. Keep
For